Pro-Life is a film directed by John Carpenter and written by Drew McWeeny and Scott Swan. The film aired on TV on November 24, 2006 as episode 5 of season 2 of Masters of Horror. This was a collection of unconnected short films that were attached to well-known horror icons such as Joe Dante, John Carpenter, Tobe Hooper, and many more. The creation of this is something that would ironically fit in a horror anthology. In 2002, director Mick Garris invited his friends to dinner where they all discussed horror. Partway through the dinner, the group's name was coined by Del Toro when he wished a fellow patron happy birthday. He said, "The Masters of Horror wish you a happy birthday." Come October 28th, 2005, and the first episode premieres on TV. I can't say much on it as I have yet to see it. However, I can review the 18th film, Pro-Life. The film opens up with footage of a forest paired with a surprisingly fantasy-like music. Not that I'm complaining. We then find Angelique, played by Caitlin Walks, who has decided to take a nice light jog through the woods. She forgets to look both ways before crossing the road and is nearly hit.
You okay?
Yeah, I guess. Just a little dizzy.
Holy shit.
This introduces us to Mark and Kim, played by Alex O'Shea and Emmanuel Vagier respectively. They do what any hard-working American does and take this underage girl to an abortion clinic. If it wasn't for the fact they worked there, I'd be questioning their motives. Then again, this could be another Chenard. No sooner do they arrive than a mysterious van pulls up that scares Angelique. I've been told there's demons in this movie, and this could be it. Oh wait, it's just Hellboy, playing Dwayne, played by Ron Perlman. He plays Angelique's father and is none too happy these doctors have taken her into an abortion clinic.
There's obviously been some sort of misunderstanding, Dwayne.
Oh yeah, there has. Now how's about you go get my little girl right now?
Can you give me a minute?
Yeah. A minute, go.
Mark sees how far Angelique is into the pregnancy and begins to think that Dwayne is responsible. However, anomalies begin to happen. I've seen this movie twice now, and I'm still not sure how the creature bit down like that. Outside, Dwayne pulls away so he and his 3 sons can cut the phone lines. Angelique believes God sent her to the doctors to kill the baby, while Dwayne is hearing the opposite.
Protect the baby.
Things kick off when Derry, played by Chad Krochuk, sneaks around the gate. The guard, played by Bisky Gugouche, sees him, but is taken out by Dwayne. The CGI is okay for a short film, but it's the fact that the next time we see him, it's a completely different practical effect that annoys me. Also, from the inside, we can hear multiple gunshots, but there's really only the one guard.
Stay back there, too. Hey, look, whatever's going on here has nothing to do with my family. We're gonna leave.
Oh, really? You want to go out there right now? Right.
Did they decide to go duck hunting while walking up to the building? The place is on lockdown, everyone with guns are getting them. It's during all this, Angelique gives us some backstory on what happened to cause the pregnancy. Turns out when she said she was knocked up downtown, the down was literal. Derry gives the best reason possible to explain why he shouldn't go in.
It had to be done, boy.
That's why you don't want me in there with you. I don't have it in me, even if it has to be done.
One very impractical door breach later, and the storming part of the siege has begun. It seems everyone is playing Gears of War, save for Dwayne, who stands straight up and even talks to the head doctor. Meanwhile, Mark and Kim are forced to sedate Angelique, who is trying to kill the baby with a scalpel. The head doctor gets in a lucky critical hit, taking out one of Dwayne's kids. However, the doctor himself is wounded. At least he has armor that works, but... Also, the water broke, and it is acidic. Not to be outdone with grossness, Dwayne does his own take on an abortion. I'll let the people behind the scenes explain what happens.
The sequence in the script where the doctor is given the abortion by Dwayne is fairly explicit in terms of language.
In fact, I think the line actually is Dwayne cuts the doctor from balls to asshole.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mom.
It's rough.
The baby is coming. Wait a minute. Those are Alaskan crab legs. Please tell me the demon wasn't a crabby. I've seen enough Rule 34 to know people have thought about it. We get our first look at the baby creature, and it's practical at least. With almost everyone either hidden or dead, it's time for Daddy to come knocking. As Dwayne confronts the father, realizing that's whose voice he's been hearing, Angelique blows her child's mind.
Don't be afraid. It's okay. Time to sleep.
We end on a somber note as the father leaves with his dead child.
God's will is done.
Pro-Life was made on a budget of apparently just under $2 million. I have to say that overall I didn't care for the film. Parts of it are pretty good, such as practical effects and scenes like the shootout, the demon fodder, and the one time Derry kills a man. However, stuff like the baby and the security guard's death is just a fail, especially due to the lack of continuity. I will say that the acting is fine all around with some pretty good lines coming from Perlman.
Noise doesn't matter, boys. Speed does. Get us into that guard shack.
The music was also fine, with only the beginning and end track actually sticking with me after the film. A Carpenter did make the music, but it wasn't John. It was actually composed by his son, Cody Carpenter. The baby was meant as a nod to the head spider scene from John Carpenter's other work, The Thing, from 1982. When the baby is up against the wall, they wanted to use a real baby's head, so they green screen a baby's head onto the animatronic. The demon fodder was at one point designed to not have eyes, but John Carpenter insisted it have eyes.
I think Greg had a sketch where you couldn't see the eyes of the demon at all. And John said, no, I have to see the eyes, because this is a father who has come to the clinic to claim his child.
Its skin is also meant to resemble rock, since that's where it first came from in the film. I found this film while cleaning, and I think it's the best way to come across this film. Either that, or just on TV late at night. It has the heart and at times the effort of a sincere film, but falls flat within its 60-minute runtime. I'm curious about checking out the other Master of Horror films. Luckily, most are available on YouTube. I'll try to do my best and go in order, but if there is one in particular you think I should watch first, please do comment below. Also, I'd like to add that the kid had crab legs. I think there's been a mess up, as that's a water type, and Demon Father is a ground type. That clearly is not your kid.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.